It might seem like small cars are going out of fashion. Recently, we've seen popular models like the Ford Fiesta and VW Up disappear from the market. Plus, the few small cars that remain have seen big price hikes, which can make them seem less attractive than before. So, is there still any reason to consider buying a small car today? Well, meet the new Renault Clio. It's here to show us that small cars can still be an excellent choice. In this review, we'll dive into why that's the case. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more reviews just like this one. The Renault Clio we're reviewing is part of the 5th generation, which first arrived back in 2019. While this is still the same generation, it's received a stylish facelift, bringing some exciting changes to its exterior, eh? Let's start with the grille. Renault has updated it with a sleek new logo, giving the front a fresh look. And check out those LED headlights, now slimmer and sharper than before, giving the Clio a more refined appearance. Plus, the alloy wheels have an all-new design, adding even more style. Inside, the layout feels familiar but has some refined touches, particularly with upgraded materials on the dashboard and doors. It's a step up in quality, adding a touch of luxury that's nice to see in a compact car. Now we're inside the new top-of-the-line trim for the Clio, the Renault Clio Esprit Alpine. Renault has taken inspiration from its sporty sub-brand, Alpine, giving this model a few athletic touches, but keep in mind, Esprit Alpine isn't a hot hatchback. Instead, it's the premium trim with sporty styling and an impressive array of features. It's similar to BMW's M Sport or Mercedes's AMG line. Esprit Alpine replaces the R line as the highest trim in the Clio lineup. Below the Esprit Alpine, there's the mid-spec Techno trim, which adds some eye-catching ambient interior lighting. And for those looking for simplicity, the entry-level Clio Evolution offers an affordable option with all the essentials. This is the top-tier Renault Clio Esprit Alpine, the most premium version you can buy, and it really does look sharp. The interior has a few nice details, like contrast stitching on the steering wheel and a small French flag detail, adding a unique touch. Now the good news is, you don't have to spend top dollar to enjoy a stylish interior. Both the Techno and Evolution trims also look and feel high quality. One thing Renault got right is keeping some essential physical controls. For example, these metal effect dials are not only nice to look at, but are also user-friendly, making it easy to adjust climate settings without relying on a touchscreen. It's just a shame the armrest isn't more padded. It can get a bit uncomfortable on long drives. The Clio isn't alone in the small car segment. It competes with models like the Skoda Fabia, VW Polo, Dacia Sandero, and Honda Jazz. But the Clio stands out with a modern, upmarket interior that holds its own in this crowded field. The Clio's infotainment system is another strong point. The range-topping models feature a 9.3-inch screen, while lower trims get a 7-inch version. Both screens have clear graphics, responsive controls, and an easy-to-navigate layout. Plus, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included for connectivity. Renault has kept helpful shortcuts at the bottom of the screen, so navigation is simple. Additionally, the extra stalk on the steering column is a great touch, letting you adjust volume and change tracks without taking your hands off the wheel. The driving position in the Clio is just right. You get a great view of the road, and the driver display is easy to see. Lower trims come with a 7-inch screen, while this Esprit Alpine model features a fully digital 10-inch display that's easy on the eyes and provides all the essential info. The controls on the steering wheel make it easy to cycle through menus. And the Esprit Alpine model gives you big, supportive sports seats with extra bolstering for a snug feel. But even the seats in the lower trims are stylish and comfortable, so you don't have to sacrifice comfort if you choose a more affordable version. Moving to the back seats, the Renault Clio isn't particularly spacious. If you're 6 feet or taller, sitting up straight might be a challenge, and legroom is on the tighter side. There is some relief in the form of foot space under the front seats, even when they're in their lowest position, but the middle seat is raised higher than the outer ones, giving the person in the middle even less headroom. This is definitely an area where some of the Clio's rivals, like the Skoda Fabia or Honda Jazz, have a bit of an edge.
But while rear seat space may be limited, the Clio makes up for it with a generously sized boot. With 391 liters of storage, it actually offers more space than several of its rivals, and even more than a VW Golf. This applies to the non-hybrid versions, though. If you go for the hybrid model, boot space drops to 301 liters. Originally, Renault had planned to sell only a hybrid Clio in the UK, but they decided to add a regular petrol option, giving buyers more choice. The entry-level engine is the TCE 90, a 1.0-liter, 3-cylinder petrol engine, and there's also the Clio E-Tech hybrid, with a 1.6-liter setup. The TCE 90 produces 90 brake horsepower and gets from 0 to 62 miles per hour in about 12.2 seconds. It's perfectly fine for city driving, though it does feel a bit leisurely if you try to push it. In comparison, a Skoda Fabia with its 1-liter TSI engine is noticeably quicker and has more mid-range power. The Clio's manual gearbox is smooth and works well for daily driving. And if you're looking at the hybrid option, it combines the petrol engine with electric assistance. While it won't let you drive purely on electric power for long, the hybrid is quieter, smoother, and more fuel-efficient than the TCE 90, with a faster 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 9.3 seconds. That added performance, however, comes at a price. The hybrid is about 3,500 pounds more expensive. In terms of fuel economy, both engines deliver strong numbers. We managed 57.6 miles per gallon with the hybrid and 46.3 miles per gallon with the TCE 90, which are both impressive results for real-world driving. On the road, the Clio handles well, with direct steering and a comfortable ride. At lower speeds, it can feel a bit choppy, but as you pick up speed, the ride smooths out nicely, making it an enjoyable small car to drive. So, which version of the Renault Clio should you go for? We recommend the TCE 90. It's a well-rounded choice with decent performance and a much lower price tag. There are 3 trims to choose from. The entry-level Evolution is surprisingly well-equipped, while the mid-level Techno adds 17-inch alloy wheels, automatic LED headlights, front parking sensors, and a reversing camera for added convenience. At the top, the Esprit Alpine trim offers the most features, but is also the most expensive. In terms of color, Glacier White is the standard paint option. If you're looking for a darker tone, 3 shades are available for an extra £600, or you can pay £700 for a brighter color. While small car prices have risen lately, the Clio's pricing remains competitive. Our recommended version comes in at under £20,000, making it more affordable than many rivals, especially the Honda Jazz. The Dacia Sandero is cheaper, but the Clio feels like a more complete, well-rounded package. With its refined interior, comfortable ride, practical boot, and attractive pricing, the Renault Clio should be high on your list if you're considering a small car today. Thanks for watching this review. If you want to see another review, click up there.